The health of college football. One of you asked about the health of the sport. What constitutes the health of the sport? How do you know college football is healthy? And you know what? I want to throw it right back at you. I'll answer. I'll give you my take. But the health of college football, I don't think we've ever heard that phrase used more lately than we have during conference realignment, college football playoff expansion talk. Inevitably, everyone, myself included, everyone thinks their opinion is what's best for college football. Everyone thinks their opinion constitutes, oh, by the way, it's what's healthiest for the sport. Now, obvious someone's right and someone's wrong if there is a true definition of what health for college football is. I want to know what you think it is, because as you guys well know, some of us disagree, especially on this sort of thing. My take's always been this. I've long told you, one of the funniest things in the world to me is someone who comes in our comment section. I respect your opinion. I just think it's a little funny when someone comes in our comment section and you brag about TV ratings. You brag about how much a conference is making, because none of that concerns you. If you're fascinated by it, okay, but it seems like the fascination in television ratings ramped up like 500-fold recently. And conference revenue. I mean, can you honestly tell me you knew in 1998 how much the Big Ten Conference was making per year in media rights? Of course not. And you didn't care, and you would have rightly said, this has nothing to do with me. I work in Rockford, Illinois. I don't work for the Big Ten Conference, so I'm just going to watch Indiana play on Saturdays. Well, now all of a sudden everyone cares about it, or at least some people claim they care about it. So my question to you is, what is the health of college football? Is it as simple as, oh, the SEC's making more money than they ever have, that means college football is healthy? Oh, the Big Ten's making more money than they ever have, that means college football is healthy. Oh, networks are dishing out more money than they ever have to purchase the rights to broadcasting these games. Does that mean college football is more healthy? I say not necessarily. Could mean that that's the case, or you could simply have correlation that things that constitute health are going on, and it just so happens folks are making a lot of money. But I want to ask you this. Where does the fan fit into this equation? Or more directly, where do you fit in this equation? Does anyone ever stop to ask that? I'm asking you to be selfish, by the way. Be selfish for a second. If you're sitting at home tonight and you're in Raleigh, North Carolina, and you just kind of leaned back, perhaps you're a front porch type, you're on the rocking chair, it is winter, but you do you, and you're thinking to yourself, wait, I haven't thought selfishly about this in a long time. I'm going to suggest a radical concept to you. Maybe health of college football is just when you're the happiest. Pause for effect. Pause for the gasps. What really is there to it other than the happiness of fans? Now, you could tell me, Josh, well, I'll tell you what more there is to it. What about players being happy? What about players being empowered and uplifted? I'm with you. You know that if you've watched this show for any length of time. I'm completely with you on that. But I'd put the fans even before the players. I'm not saying put the fans before the players to the detriment of the players. I'm saying, I think you know as well as I do, in this NIL era, in the era of player empowerment, in the era of being able to profit off your image and likeness, there's a reason your image and likeness is worth so much, and that's because those stadiums that seat 100,000 are seating 100,000. There's a reason those media entities are willing to shell out what they're willing to shell out to broadcast those games. It's because there's a massive audience out there. That audience gives everyone the platform. That audience gives us the platform to even do this show. So I would argue, when we were talking about the health of Late Kick, you being happy is what's most important for the health of our show. Likewise in college football, you being happy, us as fans being happy, that's what's most important for the health of college football. And yet, I hear people window dress sometimes. I hear some of the suits window dress sometimes, and they claim, well, we're doing this for the betterment of the fans. When is the last time you saw a corporate type? When's the last time you saw a mustache voluntarily cut into a profit margin for the betterment of fan experience and happiness? Let me save you some time. The answer is you've never seen it happen. Now, if they can make a move that fattens the wallet a little bit and you're happy with it, that's a bonus. And they will parlay that, trust me, in a PR marketing effort, they will parlay that. But by and large, anything that grows certain interests financially is fed to you as, well, college football is healthier now. I've never bought that. Never bought that. So the question was, well, is college football healthier? I'm telling you right now, I know a lot more money is going to be made by a few people because the University of Southern California is about to be a Big Ten team. I don't think it's what's best for the sport. I've been on record as saying that for a while. I will be interested, just like you will, to see Ohio State go to the Coliseum. Yeah, I understand the spectacle of that. I would also argue you could have done it in out-of-conference play, but I don't think that the tearing down of geography and the regionality and territoriality that constituted college football, and dare I say greatness of college football once upon a time, I don't think that the tearing down of that to just make way for another zero on the P&L sheet is necessarily what's healthiest for college football, just because it made someone who works on the 96th floor of a building in a city you've probably never visited happy. I think happiness amongst us is a lot more important. I know that's a very, very Fern Gully idealistic view of the world, but this is kind of our world. You know, we get to do things in the world of college football. We get to think things in the world of college football fandom that sometimes it's not all right to think outside of this world. That's why we call it entertainment. That's why we love it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Make sure you like the video and please subscribe to the channel. Not just for me, that's how we keep this entire thing free.